What's happening, guys? Okay, welcome to another video. So we're still at the same place we were last week, in last week's video, about 5 kilometres from Lock 6, and it's the 22nd of November, and the border's open tomorrow. I was hoping I could get in touch with them from here, but I've got no phone reception whatsoever. So plan is I'm going to move around the corner. Well, definitely glad I moved on. Found this great little spot right by Lock 6. Again, I don't know if this camera will pick it up, but that's Lock 6 in the distance. Okay guys, we're off to try and get some bloody phone reception. So I know I was getting it back upstream a bit. This is a bit crazy here. It's like a footpath someone's made out of limestone or something. Crazy. Still going this limestone path. A lot of work went into making this, and looks like we've got a fisherman's hut or a shack up ahead. We'll go check it out, see if anyone's home. Smell clothes on the clothesline. Anyone home? Hello? Anybody home? So no one home. Their boat there, another boat over there. Great little spot. They must come in by car, so I'm still not getting any phone reception, so I think we're going to head out the road. Looks like there's a creek up there I'm not going to be able to cross. Looks like his toilet's out there. There ain't anything worth taking. Okay guys, so here we are. We are moored up about 600 metres from Lock 6. You might be able to see it in the distance. You probably can't hear the water gushing through, but it's got a bit of a roar down there. Great noise. We've got the fire going. We're going to have a bit of a cook up in a minute, but we'll let this burn off a bit, and then we're going to have steak, egg and chips for tea. And it's the steak I won at Wentworth, been in the freezer. Okay, here we go, in with the chips. Should be hot enough. We'll see if we get any sizzle. Oh shit, we got some sizzle. We got a bit of heat there, you beauty. Spread them out a bit. Okay, chips are looking pretty good. We've got to get this steak in now. Oh, sizzle, get the sizzle going. Look at that for a rump. There we go guys, all plated up, steak, egg and chips. Looks bloody beautiful. Score review coming in a minute. Okay, steak, egg and chips review. Couldn't finish it. And it's the only meal I've had today, so I've been intermittent fasting, so most of the time, probably 95% of the trip, I've just been eating once a day. And that steak for a pub raffle is pretty bloody good, but it's probably the way I cooked it. That's a solid 8.1. That's my review. Okay, part one's a success. The gates are opening, so at least we're going to get in there, and then we'll work out what's happening then. Good morning, and here we are. We're actually at Paringa. Got here last night, but unfortunately about 6 videos I did on my GoPro haven't come out. Took about 7 or so videos on the way down and sitting at the lock, but I don't know, I only had one that downloaded, so got a different memory card. We'll see how it goes, but yeah, at the lock. We got stuck in the lock for about 2 hours. The police didn't want to have anything to do with us. And this was on the 23rd, yesterday, when the borders were opening. They didn't know what to do, and eventually they let me through. They didn't come and see us or anything, just took my phone number. So away we go. And there we go. Gate's just about to open, and we're off on our way to Berry, and maybe even Loxton. So got the Lockie just pulling up the back rope. Back ropes we've just been looping around and just holding him spot. And he's got my rope and we're going to be off. Thanks a lot. Catch you later. Get you up there. We'll push him out a little bit. Give her a few revs. I think I got the motor facing roughly the right way. Just go and check the tinny, make sure it's all okay. Just scraping on the side there a little bit. Bit of left-hand turn, but don't want to overcorrect. And we're out of here. A few pelicans out the front, getting a feed. We're off. So about 10 k's down from Renmark, and you got this little narrow stretch here, so would be pretty interesting watching the paddle boats getting through here, but I suppose there's plenty of room, but it does get a bit narrow at the end. And here we go, we got a bit of a welcome home back in here. We got Rodney here from Houseboats on the Murray site, and he's got his houseboat up ahead there, lives on it. Nice little bit of land, and yeah, we're about to crash, but all good. And we've just gone through Lirrup, or gone past the Lirrup ferry, so yeah, good trip so far. So the way we're moving, we should be able to make it to Lock 4 in about 3 hours, I reckon. And just like that, we are back at Berry, and we're going to keep going through. We've still got those storm clouds up there. They seem to be moving a bit to the right, but there's a heap coming back to the left, so I think I'm going to get caught, but we'll see what happens. Hopefully there's not much wind with it, but we'll try and get to the lock. We should be at the lock in about an hour and a half, so about 2 o'clock. And see if we can get through this bit of a storm. So here we go, lock number 4. It's drizzling, it's been wet for probably the last hour, but I'm fighting my way through it. The wind's come up a bit, so this is probably going to be the windiest it is going through a lock, but at least the wind is going the right way. I should be able to pull in there, hold on to the front, and that's all we'll need. The wind will blow us back and keep us facing the correct way, but it's not too bad, the wind. Old Gilligan's fighting through it pretty well. We're still doing probably 7.5, 8 kilometres an hour most of the time, so we've got a little bit of current, I suppose, but plus against the wind. But then as soon as you get up around a corner up here, she glasses right off. So I want to plan to get to Loxton, so that's probably about 3 hours after going through the lock, and it's nearly, we're going to be at the lock about 2 o'clock, so I've got plenty of time to get to Loxton. Okay, here we go through Lock 4. I better concentrate it a bit here. Got Max waiting up there for us, and we might just slow it down a touch. And all looking good. And we'll slow it down a bit more. And I better put this camera down so while I work out what we're doing. I usually show you guys all the good days, Well, here we are, a bit of rain coming down now. Looks like it's settled in. Absolutely pissing down, but no wind, so I don't bloody care. Beautiful. And we are only about 30 minutes from Loxton. Okay guys, here we are. We made it to Loxton. Fair bit of rain, especially the last 3 or 4 hours of the trip. So pretty big trip, Paringa to Loxton. So yeah, always a little bit happy, or not happy, but pretty, what's the word? A bit of an achievement, I suppose, getting that far, and yeah, pretty happy. Did get here just before the Spirit of the Murray. I got here, and I think they tried to tell me I was in their spot, but it was pissing down with rain. I was out in my jocks and t-shirt tying up, and I wasn't going anywhere. So just waiting on my mate Cookie to come down. I'll go and get a few jerry cans of fuel. That'll be enough for me to get me to Wakery, and then I don't know what we're doing. We might have a couple of beers. Here we go, here's Cookie, my old schoolmate. We're going to go get a bit of fuel, and yeah, it's slowing down a little bit, the rain, but it's still a bit there. So let's get going.